Greetings. Thank you so much for tuning in today to In This Now Tarot. My name is Krista. I'm doing a reading right now. Just finished the fire and water signs reading for the month of June. I'm going to go ahead and move into a reading for the month of June as well for our air element brothers and sisters, our Gemini, our Libra, and Aquarius. We're going to go ahead and use the Chrysalis Tarot deck for the reading with our beautiful butterflies on the front of the cards. I did already energetically clear all of the cards earlier before getting everything prepped, so that has been taken care of with our tuning fork and beautiful clear crystal point from Hot Springs, Arkansas. I do want to thank all those returning to the channel. Thank you so much for your love and support. Remember, in the description box below you can find additional information to get a hold of me personally if you would like a personal reading as well. I do have a love and tip jar included in the description. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that bell and the notifications all button to receive notifications for when the new readings for the collective, the free readings for the collective are uploaded. And make sure that you get those. If you would go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button as well, and the share button if you feel motivated and if it resonates, I would greatly appreciate it. It does help me grow this channel and continue to provide free readings to the collective. Do you want to go ahead and get right into it today for our air element? So divine creator and creatrix, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with the Knight of Scrolls, which is the Knight of Wands in the reverse position, followed by the Seven of Scrolls. Thank you so much, Alpha and Omega. I'm going to be keeping these readings today for the elements short. My intention is to keep each one at no more than 15 minutes. So they're easily digestible and don't take up too much of your time. I know you guys have a lot of other things to be doing and living life and being beautiful. So I wanted to go ahead and get those messages to you and let you go ahead and get along with your day, as I will mine. And I am reading today from beautiful amphitheater here in Fort Smith, down at the river. Very, very peaceful. I had a beautiful reading myself earlier, a dragon reading. Okay then, thank you, Creator. A dragon reader that was really beautiful as well. It's had a really great start to my day. Third card to hit the table today, make sure you can see that on our beautiful blanket, is the Hierophant in the reverse position, Divine Child. And then we have, and it's a major arcana, we also have the Devil, another major arcana in the upright. We have the Queen of Mirrors, which is the Queen of Cups in the upright, followed by the Magician in the reverse, and two other cards that came out as well, the King of Stones and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I'm not going to put those out. Should I? Yeah, we'll go ahead and set those to the side. I don't want it to be too long of a reading. If we need further clarification, we've got those two cards as well. So for our air elements, we're going to go ahead and start the reading with, in the reverse position, the Knight of Scrolls, or otherwise known as Knight of Swords in the reverse. Again, with our swords, they are a representation, of course, of the air elements as well. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, the swords are your card element cards. And the swords are the representation of the mental plane and thoughts, the non-tangible, contemplation and things of that nature, and just being in your mind and thinking. And having thoughts that drop in. Thoughts that we have oftentimes are not our own thoughts. As a matter of fact, less and less clearing that we've done and shadow work we've done and going within, the more and more thoughts that pop into our head are not actually our thoughts at all. They're thoughts that we pick up as like an antenna of people around us and the environment around us and things that are going on and things we're watching and reading and listening and eating and ingesting. So the more work we do and the more alchemy we do for ourselves, the less we are an open antenna that doesn't have the balance. When you're balanced and you keep doing your work and you do that shadow work, your thoughts that you're going to be coming in, you're going to be more grounded, but also open as well. So you're more balanced all the way around, and the thoughts that are going to be popping in are not going to be as random and all over the place. You're going to be able to tune into yourself more so and hear your actual clear thoughts and know that they are yours. So in this card, the Knight of Scrolls, scrolls in the Knight card, specifically Knights are a more youthful, masculine energy. Not saying that it's representing a male, but this could be the masculine side of you, even if you are a female, and if this reading resonates for you, especially since it is an air element card. I feel that it does, in fact, represent a youthful energy within you, possibly, or somebody that you're dealing with that may have air in their chart as well. And it is in the upside down position. So while swords are the thinking realm and can represent people and energies that cut through and get to, they cut away what no longer serves them, cut through the BS, especially in the upright position, and do so in a balanced way, and get to the heart of the matter. They don't really come, it's not coming from a place of being emotional reactive. It's a more of a thinker, a person that takes the time and thinks. But in the reverse, this is more of somebody who may be more chaotic in their thoughts and caught up in their head too much. And especially with being a knight and more youthful, doesn't have the balance of a king or queen of swords in the upright. So this could be chaotic thoughts that are running around in the mind of the person this reading is for, or somebody the person this reading is for is dealing with. So it can be a more cutting energy, not so much to cut things out that no longer serve, but cutting in the way of slicing and dicing, and death of 1,000 cuts. So it is a reckless energy, and something to be aware of that may be going on in your world. Now the next card that we have in the reading is another scrolls and another air element card as well, a knives, swords. That's our 7 of scrolls, and you can see that the young person is half person, half, I believe that might be donkey, not for sure. Magical young man that's standing in front of 2 doors, 2 very large ornate doors with a lion's head in the middle of the doors. Hear the geese? They sound beautiful. Animal messengers. We'll have to look up geese here in a little while. He's got 1 scroll in his hand, 6 scrolls, knives that are on the floor. And looking like he's trying to figure out which door to go through. With the 7 of swords, this can indicate a sneaky energy. Somebody that may be doing something behind somebody else's back, or trying to do something and get away with it. It does, along with the youthful energy, and that's represented in this card and the sword, and along with that previous Knight of Swords in the upside down reverse position. I do feel that it goes right along with the energy that this is, like I said, it could be your energy, Gemini, and how you're currently conducting yourself. It very well could be. It could also be an outside influence of somebody you're dealing with directly or indirectly that is chaotic and in their mind too much, and is trying to figure out a way, manipulate a way with their thoughts, trying to listen to completely their thoughts and not have a balanced heart to go along with that as well. Who may be trying to sneak away with something or to get away with something and not being completely forthright. That's definitely what I'm getting from this card as well today. The third card in the reading is our Major Arcana card, Major Chapter card. It is the Divine Child, otherwise known as the Hierophant, and it is in the reverse position. The Hierophant is a card that is an earth-based card in the way that it does represent the Taurus energy. So it could be a Taurus that is indicated in these first 2 cards, which I do feel definitely that. I'm gonna wait for that truck to go by. Sorry. I definitely do feel the first 2 cards are indicating the same person, and I feel that that person isn't necessarily you. This may be a youthful person you're dealing with, maybe your child, maybe your young adult child that doesn't want to listen, thinks they have everything figured out. And this Hierophant, it is something in a card, a Major Arcana card, and definitely represents higher learning, or a trusted, wise person that you can seek counsel from, and then you should seek counsel from. It is in the reverse position though. So in the reverse position, I feel like the energy of the youthful person that is all up in their head and thinks they have everything figured out and thinks they're getting away with something is negating, taking into account the wisdom of the people, the older, more wise people around them that they should be seeking counsel from. They are not seeking that counsel. They don't want to hear maybe what you have to say. So I definitely feel like that's being indicated. I feel like the energy of this reading today is a parent and a child situation. If this resonates for you, great. If it does not, don't be afraid to leave what doesn't resonate with you and take only what does. The next card that we have in the reading today for our air elements is the Devil. Bellarosa in the upright position, another major arcana and chapter card. The devil can definitely and does, I feel, represent attachment specifically. It can also represent addiction and obsessions, especially when out of balance, and the unbalanced nature of these cards preceding it, and the refusal of the person that is convinced that they know what to do, or that what they're doing is something they can rectify, or don't care maybe if they do rectify it, or they only look for their own approval, don't really care what anybody says outside of themselves at this moment, much less the wise people they know that are around them there to guide them and help them in any way possible. This person may be battling addictions right now, or obsessions, or both. And addictions are not just drugs and alcohol, and not just television and sex. We all have addictions in our life. We all do. We all have things that we do out of balance and do too much of. But this person, I feel definitely in this reading, and I feel like that if you're watching this reading, while it definitely could indicate you, if you're watching it, I feel like this is a parent watching this reading today that this is going to resonate for, or an aunt or an uncle who's looking at a niece or nephew perhaps, or just somebody who has someone around them that they see that is literally shitting and falling back in it. And though you would like to help them as much as you can, and you try to give them advice, and the sage advice of somebody that cares about them and has that wisdom to try to keep them from going down those roads, maybe roads you went down yourself, or saw other people that have faltered and went down as well, because you do love them. When a person's doing what they're doing, you can want all day long to get them down a different path, and if they're not willing to take that path and to step away from those addictions and that unbalanced nature and to start doing that work, you can't make them do it. As much as you'd love them and you'd like to, it's not the way it works. It's free will here. So I know that you probably are super frustrated with that situation, and it is a sad situation as well, but it's not something this youth can't overcome, because they can. But remember, we didn't come here to get it all right out the gate. We have things that we're dealing with, and they do as well. So while be patient definitely is something to keep on your side, also understand that as much as you'd like to save them, there is no saving them. Don't be an enabler. When tough love is needed, give the tough love that's needed in order to not be an enabler, because enabling them is doing just that. It's taking their power away from them to be able to make decisions that are more healthy for them in general, and to make them and hold them accountable for their own actions. Definitely what I'm feeling from that card today. The next card right after that is our Queen of Mirrors. That's Queen of Cups, our water-based elements card. It could indicate the older, more wise person in this reading, possibly a mother or an aunt, or feminine energy within a masculine that might be holding that energy as well. A very caring and loving person in the upright position. This is someone who is very reflective and emotional, and a caregiver, and most likely is the adult watching this actual video today. I feel this is your card showing the caring and the love. You're looking over here at the addictions of the person, the youthful person that you care about, the young energy cards that you're caring about, and that person and what's going on, the person who refuses to take your advice or is not interested in any advice right now and just wants to do what they do. That loving energy and the reflective emotional cups energy of the Queen of Mirrors and Cups. This, I feel, is, if this resonates for you, if this is your reading, then I feel that you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about with the situation. My heart goes out to you. It's not an easy situation. It's not something easy to watch. Unfortunately, a lot of us have to go through it in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and it can be overcome. So please keep the faith, do prayer and intention, and know that that person is strong enough to pull out of what they're doing and to make a change in their life whenever they're ready. Just don't be the enabler if you can keep from it. It's something we all do and tend to do, especially when we're those emotional caregivers. Be that emotional caregiver, but do it from a place of balance, okay? It'll get you there and then there a lot quicker. So the last card in the reading is another major arcana card. We have only 6 cards on the table, and 3 of them are major arcana chapter cards. Another one in the reverse, it is the Ravens. The Magician card has in the reverse for major arcana. The Magician, which is card number 1 right after the Fool in the major arcana, the Magician has each one of the 4 elements available to them and in their possession: the air, the fire, the water, and the earth. However, this card, the Magician, is in the reverse position. So this youthful energy that thinks they have it all figured out is coming from a non-balanced place of being, doesn't want to take any wisdom into account of the people that care about them and that are around them trying to help them do better and see the bigger picture. Though they may think they have it all figured out, because they do possess those 4 elements in them, those 4 elements are out of whack and they're not balanced. So while they think that they can produce and that they can manifest everything that they need, and they don't need the people around them like they have around them that care about them, and they think they got this and they can do it all on their own, they're going to have it's going to be a big eye opener for them, because they're not going to be able to manifest the way that they feel they should. They may be able to manifest immediately and things quickly, but the things they're going to be manifesting are not going to be great things, as great as they think they're going to be. They're going to be manifesting things that are going to be painful for them, and it's going to be painful watching. They have a lot of power, a lot of energy within them, a lot of magic within them. When we have magic within us, but we're not balanced, and we're more youthful, and we're unwilling to listen to the wisdom around us, we tend to manifest things that are to teach us our lessons that we need to see, and to show us that yes, you can manifest, but you're going to manifest a shipwreck. So this is a tough reading today for you, air elements. If this resonates for you, my heart goes out to you. Just be strong, be loving, but be strong, be tough love. It's going to be needed. But again, this person can pull out of it and keep the faith in that aspect of it, but don't be the enabler. I'm going to go ahead and cut the reading here and move along to our last reading for the day for our elements. I appreciate your time and patience, and for coming here and checking out this reading for our air elements for the month of July. Please like, subscribe, and share if it resonates. And again, be balanced, be well, and be blessed. Take care and love you guys.